give this as a present to Mr. Franz Nicolai and Mr. Ben Marwood. You can fight over who it belongs to. Anyway, so Nottingham's just gone from being the best to the most confusing crowd of the tour. Anyway, listen. So last time I was on this stage was in 2008, 9, something. Anyway, as some people may know, we were about 2/3 of the way through the set, and suddenly I decided to have viral gastroenteritis, and I ran from this very spot here into that room, and I threw up my own pelvis into a bucket. And it was seriously one of the most unpleasantly, disgustingly painful things that's ever happened to me in my whole life. Don't fucking cheer that. It was horrible, it was a nightmare. Anyway, so, and I've been back to Nottingham a few times since then, but it's kind of, this is the first time I've stood on this stage. Not only that, that same day, Graham, my tour manager and sound guy, actually had a car accident that day as well. So he basically had just like the fucking worst day ever coming to this room. And then we're back here today, and it's fucking Friday the 13th. So if I kind of, you know, spontaneously combust or kind of get kind of stabbed to death by a mad person in the audience or something like that, don't be surprised. That's my only point, alright? Anyway, I seem to, in fact, I remember it well. I remember the show and I remember the song I was playing when everything went to shit, kind of literally. And I figured that I might as well, I want to play that song now because I feel like I only ever played half of it at the time. Please don't bother spending the whole of the rest of the set calling for that song because I'm not going to play it. I feel like I played half of that song that night and I want to play the rest of it tonight, so if you will, please join in with this song if you know the words. It's an old one.